I'm Corbett Wall with DV Auction, here with your feeder flash for Wednesday, December the 13th, where the upside reappears finally. With February live cattle contracts, the most active contract on the board, after being down for 8 days in a row, finally came back with some fire. You look at the board, February live cattle, as we just talked about, was up $1.42 to end the day on Tuesday at $119.15. December spot live cattle contracts up 97 cents at $116.15, and there may be hope to hold these fat cattle cash-wise close to steady. January feeder cattle contracts up $1.65 to end the day at $147.10. So really a great day on the board, and not really sure why that happened. It just seems like anymore the only time you get a redirection like that is just because it's been going the other way for too many days in a row. And after all the analysts get through talking, that's basically the only reason that it decided to come up, is because it's been going down for so long. Fats, no trade, of course, anywhere. Did have one load recorded on mandatory price reporting at $1.18, so that was kind of nice to see on there. Fed Cattle Exchange only have around 700 head on offer, so we won't get any kind of indication there, but we could get close to steady. It might be 17 or 18, but and it could be 16, but we're going to be closer to steady than what a lot of us thought towards the very opening of the week, opening down after being down every day last week. But it might be a little bit better. Here at the North Dakota Stockmen's Association, Beyond the Bunk Cattle Feeding Workshop in Bismarck, North Dakota. Going to talk to a bunch of guys here on Wednesday and discuss the cattle feeding industry and how it affects them up here in the Northern Plains. You look at your feeder cattle markets, your real-time index on Beef Market Central, with the average of steers selling between 7 and 899 pounds. That average is sitting at 150.35, down $1.11 from late Monday. You look at some big sales on Tuesday. OKC West, 6,000 head of calves for this week, and they're going to be closed here after a while. So this is the last week to sell cattle at OKC West. They're going to be closed next week and Christmas week, and then come back and be open right after the new year, where the Oklahoma National Stockyards are going to be open for the start of next week, and then be closed the next 2 weeks, Christmas and New Year's week. And check your schedules for your sale barns, because they're all going to be closed probably that Christmas week, but some of them might be closed 2 weeks, and it may just depend on what day they fall on as to where they want to be closed. But OKC West and El Reno had a good sale. And you look at steer calves, they quoted them over 500 pounders, selling $4 to $8 higher, catching up with the sharp advances that we saw on the peewee calves last week, on those weighing under 500 pounds. And heifer calves selling steady to $2 higher. The prices really weren't that much higher so much. It's just that compared to last week, they had a lot of those program cattle, and this week you just had regular kind of straight up cattle selling as high as some of those program cattle were a week ago. Ozarks Regional Stockyards in West Plains, Missouri had a lighter run, 2,600 head, but calves there selling $2 to $5 higher. I tell you where they had the big sale on Tuesday was up in Nebraska at Gordon Livestock Market in Gordon, Nebraska. Had a great sale, getting back into some prices that we thought maybe were gone here for this year, but at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, Gordon sold 107 head of 539 pound steer calves for $192 1/4, and then later in the early evening, just after 5, sold 61 head of steers weighing 729 pounds at $171. That's your feeder flash for Wednesday.